Jenna says, I'm on a day 2 of a paid trial. It's a free trial, day 2 of a free trial. What do I say to transition? She was typing this quickly. So she's on day 2 of a free trial. And Jenna, if you could tell me more about the context of this, like how did you meet them, what's going on, all that fun stuff. You're on day 2 of a free trial. I know, like, I never say free trial. They should be giving you money. What do I say to transition to pay? So Jenna, can you give me more context about how you met this person, the type of results that they're expecting, the context of the conversation, things like that? Like, give me the preamble to this problem. It's your mom's personal trainer. Okay. So this free trial is a personal trainer. Did we do things like onboarding docs? Did we do like a pitch meeting or anything like that? Did we do something like, okay, so it's in New Orleans. Do we know how much they're charging as an hourly rate? Do they come here? Do they go there? Is it inside of a gym, outside a gym? Does it look like you're going to generate 30 customer opportunities a month? Things like that. So those types of questions. And I know you're fervently like typing. So we'll just kind of like, we'll give Jenna a break and then hopefully we'll have all the answers, right? And let me bring up my messenger because somebody's going to be, oh, thank God it wasn't on that screen. That would have been horrible, right? Yay, my art looks amazing. Okay. One free session. So the irresistible offer, one free session plus 2 free sessions on thank you page. So the irresistible offer is up to 3 free sessions. Can you get more specific? Is like a 30-minute session? Are they getting like 18-point butt improvement plan lift? Are they talking like, do they have a guide? Do they get a consultation, examination, stuff like that? So far, 2 leads from Facebook page. Haven't turned on the ad. Okay. So again, I'm going to chapter up this baby, and I think I'm going to provide you the right framework, not just to have a great answer, but to understand why it's a good answer. So philosophically, it's really, 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 really hard to get someone to go from no money to money. It's really hard. Like, I'm not joking. It's almost impossible to get somebody to go from no money to money. My problem with free trials is twofold. One, it's kind of like going to a restaurant, saying everything is free, and then the waiter shamefully asks for money. That's like how I interpret free trials. And the second is free is really an excuse for you to be unsure of your skills, abilities, and knowledge. Number 2 hurts in your heart. Like, I'm directly addressing why you're doing free, because free is an excuse for you to be unsure of your knowledge, skills, and abilities. Like, that's why people do free, because they aren't sure if they can do it. There's almost no other reason. Like, once you know that you can do this stuff pretty consistently, you're not charging free anymore. You're doing free because you don't know if you can do it. And Jenna, I think you have previous results and you know if this sucker can work. You did it with a gym before. You know not to do free trials. You're just doing the same mistakes because, like, that's how brains work. I'm not like faulting you. That's just like how your genetics work. I get it. And it takes like 1 million people to tell you 1 million times, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, you need to get over it. Yeah, there's no other way. And you have my pitch videos. Like, you've seen me pitch people at $2,900 a month with no results, and then they write me a check. So, like, there's no excuse, but that's just how your brain works, right? I get it. And I think I've yelled at you a lot anyway. Oh, that's not for me. But yeah, so free is really, my interpretation is like, you said it was free, now you're going to want to ask for money. And so they're really incentivized to not give you money. And the second is free is really excuse for you to be unsure of your knowledge, skills, and abilities. But more importantly, free stops you from actually performing your job and getting the results that your client desperately needs to succeed. And this is more of like be a better person statement. Like, it hurts not you, but it hurts somebody else, which is, I think, how it's going to like hit you the most. This is what hits me the most. I think this is what hits you the most. and people that think like you, that have the same brain and the knowledge and skills and ability. Free is literally stopping you from performing your job and getting the results that your client desperately needs to succeed. 100% beyond a shadow of doubt. I get that it's your mom's friend or you kind of know them. That's cool. That's fine. I get it. But number 3 hurts a lot. Free literally stops you, the agency, from actually performing your job and getting the results that your client desperately needs to succeed. 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt. But Jenna didn't ask that question. I'm not wearing my yelling pants, so we're going to cut it off here, right? Jenna said, how do I turn my free trial into money? Cool. So there's a couple ways to think about this. The first is document it all. Tell the world the results you're getting in real time, and attract the type of businesses, or actually the type of people that want to pay for the result you can deliver. And if you want examples of this, you can literally go to my Facebook page. Like every time something cool's happened with a client, a customer, ads manager, all that stuff, it goes on my wall. Like screenshots go on my wall, testimonials go on my wall. It literally becomes my sales page. That you should really be doing that. And so when you're saying like, Jeff, how do I turn my free trial into money? As soon as you get any results, traction, effort, energy, like anything that works great, it should go on your wall. Personal trainer, 30 minutes in, 3 leads. Cool. Personal trainer, cost per lead drops to the bottom. Generate 3 phone calls in 15 minutes, screenshot a call reel. Like all that stuff. Mike, there's a copy of this happening. Like this will be a recording going on the video area, so you don't have to like write stuff down. But yeah, so document everything as it's happening. If the sneaky survey comes in and it says like, hey, I didn't get a call back, screenshot and be like, sneaky survey saves another opportunity, right? Welcome text, leads are legit. Like that should be part of like you telling the whole world, oh my God, this is actually happening. Josh Forte is live. Oh, we're competing for the same audience. Damn it, Josh. So you really should be doing everything you can to document your entire journey with this free trial, because you really want to tell the world and attract the type of people that want to pay for the results you can deliver. What's weird about this, by the way, is when this potential client sees you doing that, they'll want to pay you more money. Jenna says, I need to do this. I feel comfortable with it. As far as sharing with my personal circle of friends, all right, you can't say my pen is, yeah, that's true. That's true. Jenna says, as far as sharing personal circle of friends and day job, whatever, like as long as you're making progress, like there's a whole other thing that we can deal with later, but just make progress, right? It's fine. The second thing is establish that automatic updating customer database, that Google Sheets, Zapier that like looks fun and all that, and tie $1 into it. So like I want you to set up the columns, and it'll be like, Jeff signed up on this date. Here's some notes. Did you call them back 1, 2, and 3 times, text, email? What did you do all this stuff? And then you can say, this client is worth X dollars. So like Jeff, name, number, and email, signed up on this date. Did you call back 1, 2, 3 times in a row? This client could be worth up to, let's just say $18,000 or something like that. And you just kind of make up the number based upon like you being an adult and figure it out. Mark, thank you very much. And that number is like somewhat realistic, not like a huge number, just be like the average client spends like, let's just say 2 hours a week times $50 an hour. That's $100 a week, and they stay like 10 weeks. That's $1,000, right? Like have a column in the automatic updating customer database and tie $1 into it. Cool. Tie $1 into the automatic updating customer database and the lead notification. So literally, like when you send out that lead to, let's just say your client is named Susan, right? Like, hey, Susan, you got a client opportunity or customer opportunity worth $1,000. Call these people back 3 times, name, number, email. And then it has like Jeff, phone number, email, stuff like that, and make them like do it. The third thing I want you to do, establish sneaky surveys, welcome texts, and secret shopping. Daniel Tepe says, are you on Zoom? I'm not. I'm doing Facebook Live with BeLive. The AUCD is the auto updating customer database. Hey, Palin, how are you? Yeah, so number one, document it all, tell the world, Jenna. Number two, establish the automatic updating customer database, tie a dollar column into it, and then put that dollar on the lead notification as well. And finally, do number three, which is sneaky surveys, welcome text, and secret shopping. Like, fill out the form using a secret phone number that you like got on Google Drive or something like that, or like have your friend fill it out so when you get a call back, things like that. And very quickly, this potential client will realize that their problem is not lead generation, it's something else. And you can say, look, we did a free trial. If you were calling back these people, if you were responding, like if you're doing all this stuff, you would have made, if you were doing your part, you would have made up to, I'm making up numbers here, like $12,000 a month extra. Number three hurts a lot, and it hurts your client, and that's on purpose. Like, once you do the sneaky surveys, welcome text, and secret shopping, and you know all this stuff, you can literally put yourself in a position to say, like, hey, Mrs. Johnson, you know, it looks like we're generating customer opportunities, but you're not responding fast enough or often enough. You're not doing the sneaky survey. The sneaky survey says you didn't call back. Well, that means you didn't call back enough. The welcome text, these people were literally responding, saying they're interested. And I secret shopped you 4 times, once a week, and it took like 2 weeks to get a call back. I mean, if you were doing your part, you would have made up to $12,000 a month in extra revenue. Like, it could have happened. Like, we can see these numbers, they make total sense. And you're not quoting like a huge customer value. Like, you're just doing like $1,000 in like 12 extra customers. And if you were to fix these problems, do you think you could have made an extra $12,000? Okay. Well, I can't give you another free trial, but if you believe that you can do the blank, blank, and blank, the whatever we discussed, calling people back 3 times, all this stuff, then we can give it another shot, but I will have to charge you. And so that would be like my philosophy on how to turn free trials into money. Number one, I want you to document everything, the whole process, the results, the text messages, everything, like literally like tell the world. What's really, really cool about that is you'll attract the type of people that want to pay for the result you can deliver, number one. Number two is that all of a sudden your client would be like, oh my God, this is real. Number two, put that dollar column in the automatic updating customer database. So it's like just Jeff could be worth up to, or sorry, and then do a lead notification. Jeff could be worth up to $10,000 or whatever. Do your sneaky surveys, welcome text, and secret shopping, and have the narrative of like mentally, like if you, Susan, Mrs. Client, were doing your part, you would have made up to 12 grand. And then you're going to say it. And you're going to say it in a recorded video. Like you're going to have your automatic updating customer database here. You're going to have your sneaky surveys, your welcome text. You're going to like the prove your leads are legit process. So like you're going to have that wall, and you're going to say like, hey, if you were to fix these problems, do you think you could have made an extra $12,000? Like these leads are responsive, but you never call them back, things like that. And then at the end of it, at the end of that video that you're going to send, you're going to say, look, I can't give you another free trial. But if you genuinely 100% unequivocally believe that if you did this, you would made more money, and we can give another shot, but I have to charge you. And then you can say whatever you want. So that's like how I would do it. This is, I use the term janky and puzzle, not a great puzzle fit, because historically and stereotypically it's really, really hard. But using this process, you put the emphasis on them, like, no, you were supposed to do it. This is really working. I'm telling the world, I'm attracting more people just like you. It's up to you. You didn't do your part. And that's what I do with my clients consistently. That keeps them around longer and spending more money. And what's funny is like, I've got a dentist like 45 minutes north of me. She says she calls everybody back. I go, great, you know, fine. But I'm still getting sneaky surveys to this day saying that I never got a call back. And then I'm like, did you call them back? And she screenshots me a text saying like, can you call us back at blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, or you could call them back 3 times and text them twice like I suggested, but whatever. So yeah, Jenna, that's like the best answer. I have to boogie in I think like 15 minutes. Let's see.